looking for some help. Bounce pass at the top of the key to Young. Young has it. She's going to step into a three. Boom! Shaka-laka-laka, boom! The Aces are on fire. 25-4 when Jackie Young made that three. And it was like, okay, we understand there's going to be probably a run here, but the Aces continue to fire away. And it was three ball after three ball, and even the rookie, Asia Shepard, got in the act. Ball is quickly inbounded with 5 seconds to Gray. She has it to midcourt. Fires a pass to Shepard. Shepard steps into a three at the buzzer. Count the bucket. 1, 2, 3. Asia Shepard. All smiles for all the Las Vegas Aces. Their fans are on the feet. 41 first quarter points. 41-18 at the end of one. We go into the second quarter. Aces started off pretty well and continued to grow this lead. It went to as many as 28 points. Asia Wilson doing her thing. Jackie gives it over to Asia Wilson for three. You got that right. 10 for 15 are the Las Vegas Aces from beyond the arc, shooting a sizzling 67%. 67%. 10 for 15 from beyond the three-point arc at that time, and then things really slowed down. The Aces did not make another three until late in the third quarter, early in the fourth quarter. They ended up having 13 threes in the game. They only made 3 more threes in the entire game there, and they had 10 in the first quarter, which again was a record. The Aces had a 23-0 run. They had 10 three-pointers and scoring 41 points in the first quarter. The Aces ended up 13 for 31 from three when it was all said and done. So that's 67%. Of course, you knew that wasn't going to continue, and they ended up at 42%. Halftime, the Aces had themselves a 11-point lead, and they continued to do their thing. But the third quarter, it was all the Chicago Sky. The Sky outscored the Aces 30-11, narrowed the gap down to 1 point, and then eventually took a lead on a Candace Parker jumper. And at the end of the third quarter, the Aces found themselves trailing. The Aces tried to battle back a little bit in the fourth quarter, make a run of it, and it was more a little Jackie Young in the guard play for the Las Vegas Aces that tried to bring him back. To Jackie Young, backs quickly down, up, under, great move by Jackie Young, and one. Nice move by Jackie, hesitation, spin move inside, up, under, count it, and one. And at that point in time, it looked like the Aces had a shot to come back here, but then Chicago continued to stretch the lead to double digits. The Aces gave it one last run in the fourth quarter, and KP was firing from three. So Asia will trigger in front of the Chicago bench with 52 seconds to go. Jackie Young has it. Aces trail by 10. Plum looking for a step back three. KP, ring it up, KP. Aces have a shot. Aces had a shot. At that point in time, they were down 7 with just a little over a minute to play. But then it was free throws by the Chicago Sky. Asia Wilson missed a jumper. Kelsey Plum missed another one. And that was about all she wrote. As the Las Vegas Aces lose tonight's game 104-95, outscored in the second half by a count of 53-33. Amazing. A 28-point lead at one point in time by the Aces. Found themselves down 12 in the fourth quarter, a 40-point swing. That is the largest swing in WNBA history, and also the Chicago Sky set a WNBA record tonight by coming back from the most points down. They had trailed in a game in 2013 by 25 points, came back to win by 9. Tonight, they trailed by 28 points and ended up winning by 9. So the Chicago Sky have a thing for coming back. And it doesn't matter who the personnel are, but not too many people could see that happen. And we expect runs like that in this league, in the NBA, in basketball in general. But when you're up 28, to lose by 9, pretty shocking. And that's exactly the way the crowd felt here tonight. Looking at the Aces box score here, Jackie Young ends up with 23 points. She leads the Aces in scoring. Kelsey Plum had 22, but the percentages really calmed down for the Aces, and especially Kelsey Plum. She ended up shooting 8 for 20 from the field, and was actually 3 for 8 from beyond the three-point arc. And Jackie Young as well, 9 for 17 from the floor. Jackie hit 3 for 5 from distance. So we mentioned Young with 23, Plum with 22. Asia Wilson had 16 points, also had 10 big rebounds for the Aces tonight. Rounding out the scoring, De'Erica Hamby had 15. Chelsea Gray had a real quiet night from a scoring perspective. Chelsea Gray was 0 for 6, only contributed 4 points tonight, but had 7 assists. But 6 of those assists were in the first half. Only 1 assist for Chelsea Gray in the second half. Kelsey Plum got in the assist game as well, too. She had her 22 points, but she also dished out 8 dimes as well. And Jackie Young had 5 assists. De'Erica Hamby 7. Rounding out the rest of the scoring for the Aces, Teresa Plaisance came off the bench, hit 3 big threes. But that was about it for her. She added a free throw. She had 10 points in this contest. And that was pretty much it. Asia Shepherd had 5 points in the first half as well. And the Aces end up with 95 total points. And in a lot of nights, that'd be good enough to win a game. But the Chicago Sky put up 104 in that tremendous second half. The Sky were led by Courtney Vandersloot, 25 points for her. They had 3 players with 17 points, Emma Miesemann, Candace Parker, and Rebecca Gardner. You had Kalia Cooper with 9. Cooper came in as the leading scorer for the Chicago Sky at 15 points per game. She only had 9 tonight. And they also got Allie Quigley to contribute 15 points and some big threes by Vandersloot and Quigley. And the Aces tonight shot 44% from the floor. They attempted 75 shots, connected on 33 of those. And we mentioned 13 for 31 from beyond the three-point arc. And at one point in time, they were 10 for 15 in the first quarter. The Las Vegas Aces will be back in action on Saturday night here at the Michelob Ultra Arena as they will take on the Washington Mystics. You got some more superstars coming in, led by Elena Delle Donne, one of the best in the business, and the Aces have a little revenge on their mind. And as they lost to the Washington Mystics, that was one of their 2 losses coming into this game. The Aces now, with tonight's loss to the Chicago Sky, evens up their series 1 game apiece. These 2 teams will meet again in Chicago later on in July. But the Aces fall to 13-3, 8-2 on the home floor, and their 4-game winning streak is snapped tonight by the defending WNBA champions. I want to thank Nikki Vargas for joining us, the Las Vegas Aces president, at halftime, Becky Hammond for joining us in the pregame show, and also Asia Shepherd, the rookie, for the Las Vegas Aces. I want to thank Bobby back in the studio, and of course Jed here at courtside, all of our good friends with the Las Vegas Aces and the MGM Properties and the Mandalay Bay for all their help in making us, helping us out with these broadcasts. Well, again, we reconvene on Saturday, 6:30 pregame show, 7 o'clock tip-off for the Aces taking on the Washington Mystics. This is T.C. Martin saying, so long, have yourself a great evening, and we'll talk to you again for Aces basketball on Saturday night. Have yourself a good one, enjoy, and we'll talk to you later. Thanks for listening to Aces basketball here on your home for the Aces, ESPN Las Vegas.
Did you miss a show? Listen to podcasts from all your favorite ESPN Las Vegas shows at lvsportsnetwork.com, KWWN Las Vegas, and KLAV Las Vegas.
Wednesday morning at 6 Eastern on ESPN Radio and on ESPN2. Where we at? On ESPN Radio and on the ESPN app. What's good, fam? Welcome to the best show on your radio. It is Freddie and Fitzsimmons.
Simmons, thank you very much. I'm Freddie Coleman. He is my man, Teron Davenport, in for Ian Fitzsimmons on the ESPN app, SiriusXM Channel 80, as well as TuneIn, presented by Progressive Insurance. And is that going to be it for Rob Gronkowski? Has he finally decided to be done with the National Football League? He retired again in a statement. He just basically said, that is it. It's been great. It's been fun. It's been real. After 11 years playing in the National Football League, now with the Patriots and to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And Teron, there are a couple of non-believers when it comes to this. For example, people hitting us on Twitter at Coleman ESPN.